I got an email response on one of my videos that I think deserves a full video response because it's a question a lot of people wonder about and sometimes ask me, especially folks who've lived in Wyoming for generations. The comment said, "Why are you trying to attract people to Wyoming? It's beautiful, and if many people move here, it won't be anymore. Look at what happened to states like New Mexico. Outsiders moved in and ruined it. Please don't encourage people to come to Wyoming." And first off, I want to say, I understand the feeling. Wyoming is special. It's wide open, it's beautiful, and it's different from anywhere else. Nobody wants to lose that. But here's the thing. People move in and out of Wyoming all the time for jobs, for family, for education, for lifestyle. And yes, sometimes because the winter was just too much. That's always been true. So today I want to talk honestly about why I make videos about moving to Wyoming, what the real population trends look like, and why I believe sharing this information helps protect Wyoming's communities instead of hurting them. Because people are already searching, already wondering, and I'd rather the information be right out there where they need it. Wyoming is not a place where people move once and never leave. Well, that might be me, but not everyone. It's a place where people cycle in and out of. Some move here for jobs in energy, healthcare, or education. Others come because they want land, wide open spaces, or a slower pace of life. And then there are people who leave because the wind was too much, because they miss their family in another state, or because job opportunities elsewhere fit their careers better. That's been true for decades. My own story is proof of it. My parents moved to Lander, Wyoming from California when I was just 5 years old. They came because they wanted a different life, one that felt more grounded and connected. And honestly, I'm glad they did, because growing up here shaped who I am. But I also know people who've left Wyoming for the very same reasons others move here. Maybe they wanted more amenities. Maybe they didn't like the winters. Maybe they just needed to be closer to big job markets. The point is, Wyoming isn't being overrun. It's a state with natural checks and balances. The weather, the job market, and the lifestyle itself means that not everyone who thinks they want to move here will stay. That's why I talk about it, because people are moving here and leaving here all at the same time anyway. But putting the information out there, I can help them know if Wyoming really even fits their life before they make such a big decision. Let's look at the numbers, because sometimes it feels like the state is growing faster than it actually is. Wyoming is the least populated state in the US with just under 600,000 people. To put that in perspective, that's fewer people than some single neighborhoods in Denver or Phoenix. Has the population increased? Yes, but slowly. Over the last 10 years, Wyoming has grown by only about 2 to 3%. Compare that to states like Texas or Colorado, where growth is in the double digits. Even Montana, which has seen a boom, is growing faster than we are. And here's the kicker. Wyoming also loses people. Some years, the state's population actually declines slightly, depending on the economy. Oil and gas booms bring workers in. Downturns send them away. Harsh winters chase some people out, while others fall in love and stay forever. So while it feels like I'm attracting a huge wave of people, the reality is that Wyoming is still one of the least crowded places in America. Even if we added 10,000 new residents tomorrow, that would still leave us with fewer people than most mid-sized cities. Sharing these numbers is a part of why I make these videos. There's a lot of speculation and worry, but the reality is slower, steadier, and worth understanding. I want this information to be available where people need it, when people need it. So it's not just rumors or assumptions driving the conversation. So why do I make these videos? It's not because I want to sell out Wyoming or turn it into something it's not. It's because people are already considering moving here, and they're Googling, searching, and trying to find information. I'd rather them get honest, realistic information from someone who lives here and loves it than just a glossy picture that makes them think it's perfect. When I tell people about 76 inches of snow that Casper gets, or about the 50-mile-an-hour winds or 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, or the restaurants that close by 9 or 10 at night, I'm not sugarcoating anything, I'm preparing them. The truth is, people are already searching for this information, and if I don't share it, they'll find it somewhere else, maybe without the full picture. I want the information to be there when people need it, so they can make the best decision for themselves and for Wyoming. The last thing Wyoming needs is people arriving with unrealistic expectations, often to leave bitterly disappointed. That hurts communities, neighborhoods, and even local businesses. By sharing both the pros and the cons, I'm helping the right people find a home here, and I'm helping others realize it's not for them. That's not attracting the wrong kind of growth, that's protecting Wyoming. I take this personally because I've lived it. When my parents moved here from California, they weren't looking to change Wyoming. They were looking to build a life that matched their values, and Wyoming gave that to them. Growing up here taught me resilience. It taught me how to drive on icy roads, to respect the wind, to enjoy a slower pace, and to appreciate neighbors who always stop to help. Those are values I want to pass on to my kids and to anyone that's considering living here. At the same time, I'm realistic. I know Wyoming isn't for everyone. I've seen people move in, last one winter, and head right back out. I've seen families thrive here and others decide it wasn't a fit. That's okay. Wyoming isn't about fitting everyone. It's about being right for the people who love it. And if my videos help someone figure out which side of the fence they're on before they make the leap, I think that's a good thing. That's why the information needs to be here. I also want to address the underlining fear in that comment. The fear that Wyoming will lose what makes it special to many people that live here. Here's my honest take. Wyoming has natural limits that protect it. The weather is tough. Not everyone can handle sub-zero temperatures, 70-mile-an-hour winds, the blizzard in April. The amenities are fewer. We don't have a pro sports team, huge malls, or late-night entertainment. Some people miss that and move on. The economy is unique. Booms and busts in energy keep population growth modest. That means Wyoming is never going to become Colorado or Arizona, no matter how many videos I make. The very thing that frustrates some newcomers are the same things that protect the state's character. And that's another reason I share the pros and cons. If someone only hears the pretty side, they'll move here unprepared and frustrated. But if they hear the whole truth, then they can decide before they come. That protects Wyoming's communities instead of straining them. If someone moves here after watching, they'll do it with their eyes wide open. And if they decide it's not the right fit, that's okay too. Either way, Wyoming wins. If you're curious about moving here, reach out to me. My team and I love to answer your questions. We love to talk to you. We love working with you. And if you're already a Wyomingite, drop a comment and tell me what keeps you here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a Wyoming video about what life is really like in the Cowboy State. We love where we live and we want you to love where you live too. Have a good day.